iPhone 7 and the iPhone 6s, because I think a lot of people might be wondering whether it's worth it to upgrade here to the 7 phone, which is brand new, and we're going to check it out here, starting up at the same time. Both running iOS 10, obviously, and both coming with some very nice high-end specs. We're getting the Apple A10, 2 gigs of RAM, versus the Apple A9, 2 gigs of RAM. Oh, and the 6S actually boots on first. That wasn't expected. So, very nice performance from last year's kind of iPhone here. You saw a little bit of a delay there as well when typing the passcode in. So we're going to have a look at the Touch ID. I don't think I've checked that out yet, so you can see how fast it is on both of them. So let's just try this. So does it work when it's off? No. And it's about the same, it looks like. Hang on, I'm doing it the wrong way. There we go. So it's about the same really, not a massive difference when it comes to, going into it. We're going to have a look at the day-to-day performance, see if there's any differences opening up apps. So everything's closed down, as you can see. Go. So can you see a difference? I certainly can't. Have we reached a pinnacle when it comes to technology? I mean, seriously, the 6S seems to be a little bit faster with the camera there, or maybe I'm just imagining it. And the news. Wow. That is a shocker. So let's try some third-party apps. I think we have Netflix. So what am I seeing here? I'm seeing the 6S be a boss and keep up with its successor on literally everything. Spotify. What is that? It's been taking its steroids again. I'm going to have to hide them. Let's try some games. Maybe we'll see a difference there. I think we have CSR2. And some people are already saying that this is a 6S, but I've painted it black to make it look like a 7. And I wouldn't blame you considering the performance here. I mean, literally it's identical or better on the 6S. But we're getting a bit better now on the game load at last. GTA LCS. So I'm not going to start to talk, it takes too long. Saudi Go, pretty cool iOS game. So we got a pop-up on this one which ruined it a little bit, but you see the 6S was still very fast. So I'm going to give that to the 6S, and I'm not giving it out of favoritism or anything. You could see there were several apps there which opened up faster on this phone. So we can just check out some web browsing now using Safari. I was going to do a speed test, but I am using my Wi-Fi at the moment for uploading, so it won't be a very fair test, and we can just do a speed test with all the iPhones on the table eventually. So we're going to just open up some websites, see how they load here, and you can see this one came up on the iPhone 7, which is what I want to see. Good performance here from the latest phone. try Daily Mail. So go. A little bit quicker there on the 6S. Whoops. And again, I noticed the 6S there. So let's try a page load. That was very similar. But you can see actually loading the whole page here, not a massive difference that I was expecting from the Apple A10 processor. You can see. So far, if you got an iPhone 6S, you could be good for another year. Let's try IGN. Same. And again, the same. And get an ad here. But not a massive difference, Not a massive difference at all. Compared, like the 6S compared to the 6, that was a huge difference. Bit faster here again. So I don't know what to say here. I think the 6S is doing a masterclass, really. We can just have a look at the multitasking. Maybe the 7 might be a bit slower here than the 6S, if we're going to be strict about it. So we're just looking at the multitasking performance. Both of them have 2 gigs of RAM, which there shouldn't be a massive difference here really. And as you can see, they both do come up at the same time for the basic apps, keeping them in memory, which is good. Let's try some of the heavier apps, like your camera. You can see identical. Let's try the games. Does it keep them in memory? So this one recovered a little bit faster again, the 6S. Is it cheating? It's saying, I'm not redundant, I'm still very relevant, I will live on forever. So I think this reloaded, did it? Probably. I don't know. I don't think it did actually. I think it went a little bit further than the 7, loading the game. So still, very similar here. One more. So you can see both of them keep it in memory. But I've got to say, I'm truly shocked and amazed at the performance of the 6S here, considering it's a year old. The 7 just couldn't keep up on some things. Maybe it's an optimization issue. It is a very new device. But if you want my opinion, I'd probably say you should stick with your 6S for a while until we see some subsequent software updates. Obviously, in terms of the actual phones, we do get some improvements on the 7. For example, we're getting a optically image stabilized camera. It is a little bit more jutty out though, if you ask me. I think I like the more kind of sleek camera on the 6S. But if it gives better shots, and I'm not really that bothered. One of the major changes obviously is the lack of a headphone jack as well, which is bound to annoy a few people. But to me it's not a massive deal. I do use Bluetooth headphones myself, so I think the screen's a little bit brighter as well looking at them here. If we just try and turn them both up to the max, you can see the screen does get very nice and bright here, but then again, you know, the resolution is pretty much the same, so I think Apple could probably have done a little bit better when it comes to bringing a bit more to the table. But it does have waterproofing, which is good, and this Force Touch thing is pretty awesome. You can set like how you know what the haptic feedback is. That's what the thing I was stumbling on when I unboxed it. I didn't know what it was at the time, but that is a pretty cool feature. And the less hardware that can go wrong, the better, I guess. But yeah, just a quick little speed test comparison here between the iPhone 7 and the 6S. I will be doing some other speed tests with some of the phones, so do stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.